Hey, yeah, you are early. Thanks for being here. Yay! Hello, hello, everyone. Hello. Good evening, everybody. Good. There we go. That's better. Yes, a good rinse to start off, you know. Hi, Megan. I'm doing good. How about you? Perfect. Thank you so much for flying Chaos Air tonight. Good evening, Miss Tired. How are you, my love? Oh, thank you so much. Good. Love that. Y'all, there is chaos going on outside of this chat. In the whole damn world, in every aspect of every world, there is chaos going on tonight. So, you got your restock? I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what you do with it. You always put together art. But even though there's chaos in every corner of the world right now, we are here to relax. So, hello, Sweet Gain. How are you? So, everybody, sit back and enjoy the rinse. Flight attendants will be around with headphones and peanuts and drinks shortly. Bet. Haha, good luck, Tori. Yes, the Chaos Lane is open. To be honest, I've got more than what's on the menu. I just felt extremely lazy today about revamping the menu. I did because somebody last night ended up ordering a reading and I ended up getting it done right after the live. So I did end up including my reading menu in my last page on my menu. Because I know sometimes people are wondering what pricing is for that stuff. So if you want to hit me up about that, you can message me. Hey, Orange, rule the world. Hi, Avery. But it was so fun. I got to do a reading like right after I hopped off last night. That was so good. I don't ever get sponges and spoopy stuff in the same day. Thank you so much for the popular, babe. You know it. And all pine mix. I don't have any panelin tonight is the one thing that's not taken off the menu that I don't have. The only thing I have tonight that's pine is pine sol, and that one's expensive. I know, my worn out epoxies are so good. And y'all, if you love some of the sponges, I think I'm going to try to have a sponge auction tomorrow night. I think that's what I decided. It's definitely what I said last night. So let's hope that we can stick with that. I haven't gone through my sponges at all. How's everyone's night been? Are they? Okay, well, look. My epoxies and my Scorpio sponge ain't going nowhere. I'll tell you right now. Those are staying here. As is probably the Chaos Air sponge. I don't know. Yes! You got good taste. Good taste. Because these are my diehards. Oh, we got plenty of worn sponges here for you. So tonight, we have, let's see, we have 57 Comet cans available. I have 21 Ajax cans available. I have Fabs, I know, right, Thing Cat? Hi, King Pink! Thank you for the heart me! So I got so much shit, y'all. I've got dish soap for days. We could do a few stained glasses. I do not have baking soda still. I still need to get that. And we still have 4 Ariel, somehow. There's my Caitlin! Thank you for the heartly! Alana! Doing so good, babe. How about you? I've got over 78 goddamn cans. I just did that math. That's wild. That's wild. I didn't think I was going to be able to get more Ajax today, to be fair. But then they had it, and I was like, oh. Matcha and chocolate? Hey, that's exactly what I want you to wear to our wedding. I was literally waiting for the filtered response to come up. You know what? You know what? Leave it there. I'll bring the whipped cream. We're gonna be fine. It's all fun and games until I am HR. You know what? Actually, I put bet I will. Oh, I'm so glad you're back. Thanks for being around. Y'all, what are we starting tonight? We got $2 cans, $3 cans. I got Ariel, not baking soda. I do not have baking soda. Don't send me to that. But I've got Ariel. I've got little tiny laundry detergents. I got y'all laundry detergents from the Dollar Tree because I figured we'd like that. Literally, Christina, thank you. She knows. She knows. Okay, y'all, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'll sit here for a minute, but y'all make me pick a decision, and I'll pick a decision. Oh, that's okay, Christina. We appreciate you just being around. I know. Well, so let me show you. Hi, Math Nerd. How are you? Let me show you what I got, because I didn't put it on the menu, so I'll show you real quick. But... And this ain't even all of it, because I got more, but... Oh, I didn't realize I got 2 of those. Okay, anyway. We have a Gain. We have a Gain Oxy Plus Ultra. We have a Tide Simply All-in-One. We have a Downy. We have a regular Tide. We have a Tide Plus Downy Ultra. Downy Soft April Fresh. Gain Fabric Softener. And a little guy. And a Gain Plus Odor Defense. So that's all the little laundries I got for y'all. If anybody wants to send for any of those. I just think they're so fucking cute. Look at it. But they're $3 each. Actually. Aren't they so cute? Aren't they so cute? I can't even take it. Here, we're going to put these over here so you can actually, like, see them. Look at how adorable. I can't. Okay, we're going to try to put you two right next to each other. And then we're going to... Yeah. Look at... That's almost professional looking. I know. They're little babies. Anyway. What do y'all want to put in the sink? Or are we not feeling squeezes tonight? Because I know there's a lot of big names on right now. And I don't blame y'all. How's everybody's Saturday? I got to take my babies out for a walk today. That was so nice. It was the first, like, spring day here. Thank you guys so much for 2K taps already. What are we putting in the sink, y'all? We've got $2 cans, $3 cans. We've got Ariel powder. All sorts of shit. I've got over 78 cans available tonight, y'all. I can only imagine where you're at, bro. It had to be stunning down there today. Yeah, babe. Ask your question. I'm here. I'm here for it. Ready for ya. Yeah, I've still got Watermelon Fab. It is 9. JK just sent, she said, oh my gosh, girl. Well, thank you. Okay, let me see. Gain, fabric softener, and 2 cans. Okay. So we said the Gain, the fabric softener, and then 2 cans, right? Yeah, so we did a stained glass over powder one night, and it really wasn't bad. I did like it, actually. The colors got a little bit muddled, and the powder, some of it came up through it. But honestly, I like it when the white streaks through like that. So I actually, this is a really cool thing, while you guys are waiting for me to get started. But I went through today and I put all of our stained glass into a playlist on my page. So if you go right above my pin videos, it'll have a playlist, and it's every stained glass we've done start to finish, so you can see exactly where it is. Because I looked up and it turns out August was the first one that we ever did, and so I wanted to see kind of where we've progressed, because especially in these last 2 months, I feel like there's been a lot of growth in the way that we do the stained glass. So you guys are really really amping me up every time that we do one of those. I fucking love them so much. Okay. It is so cool. And I counted. So to date, I've posted 38 of them. Dish soap first, like, okay, perfect. So we've got watermelon fab and 2 Ajax going in also. Excellent, excellent. Thank you. So with the dish soap just on the bottom without any powder or paste, I did do that. Thank you. I did get you, math nerd. Okay. Hold on one second, because I just realized that yet again, I did not fill up my freaking thing. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? We have done them with just the dish soap. You would have to scroll down, but they are there. Hi, Mari, how are you? Grabbing those 2 Ajax now. So we have 55 cans of Comet left and 19 cans of Ajax left, y'all. Thank you so much for the rose. Okay. We're gonna push those to the side. Pull your panties to the side. Okay. We're gonna put the fucking plug back in before we do something tragic. We're gonna grab our watermelon fab, so don't forget to do that. Oh, she's way back there. Oh my god. Oh god. The way I almost ate shit just now. Yes, I have a blue and a green where I did just dish soap. Actually, the green one that we did just dish soap, I think it got like, it was like 84,000 views or some shit like that. Like, it was wild. I'm so glad that you're loving the vibe. I didn't think it was gonna fucking do that, honestly. Like, sometimes I'm like, ooh, this is a banger. Like the Lisa Frank stained glass, oh, chef's kiss. I'm amazed it didn't go that high up, but whatever, I don't care. I love it enough for me. But that one, the just dish soap on the bottom, boy, she took off. 'Twas a lovely mix. Loved it. Okay, so hold on. First, what I'm gonna do, just to maximize this experience, is I'm gonna put in the watermelon fab. Beautiful. Excellent. Oh, it smells divine, and I feel like the watermelon is really going to complement the Gain. Hold on. Hold on now. So we've got the normal Gain detergent going in first. All right. Matthew McConaughey for you. Okay. Okay. And then what we're going to do is a breath of inspiration. Fuck yeah. Also, I make potions. That's the last page on my menu. I was a latchkey kid for the most part, so I didn't get yelled at for my potions. My mom bought me my spell books. There's one of our cans of Comet in so far. I love the separation that's happening here right now. Oh my god. OMG, Mari, thank you so much. You are on time, girl. How are you, my love? So my mom didn't practice like me. My grandfather, his parents were very, they were not, it wasn't spiritual, but they were very in tune and connected and aware of stuff outside of them. So my grandpa is from Nogales, New Mexico, which in 1940s was a small town in New Mexico that was eventually flooded to create a lake. I would have to ask him the name of the lake again. But his dad was a miner, and he was a big believer in UFOs and aliens and all that sort of stuff. And it was said for a long time that my great-grandfather and my great-grandmother could communicate between each other even states away. And that was proven repeatedly because they got divorced earlier on in life, but for the rest of their life, they knew what was going on with the other one, even though they never spoke to each other. So they would randomly call my grandfather after not speaking to him for months. And they would call him, one of them would, from one state, usually Oregon, and then the other one was usually in New Mexico. And, say the dad called first and would say, "Have you heard from your mom at all?" And he'd say no, and he'd say, "Okay, well, she's going to be calling you later on today." And then she would call. And there were several instances like that where, like, they just had this very deep sixth sense about each other. But all of my family has had prophetic dreams. They've had, like, all sorts of stuff. I'm kind of the first one to actually start doing any kind of, like, magic freely. And I think that part of that can be accredited to, I was a cradle Catholic on my dad's side. And they really, really wanted me to be religious. And I'm the kind of person that if you tell me to be one thing, I'm going to be the opposite. It wasn't solely just that. It's not solely an act of rebellion. I grew up around a lot of religions. I experienced a lot of it. And I just decided it wasn't for me. But my mom does practice magic now. It was something she and I kind of found our way into, and I can kind of explain that more if we want to hear about it, but it's weird. Okay, I'm grabbing those 5 cans. Sorry, babe. Basically, honestly, okay, so the way that this all went down was, like, it kind of started, like, I was not ever into ghosts. I wasn't into any of that paranormal kind of stuff. Like, I was a horse girl. That was everything I was into until I was about 12 years old. And then when I was 12, my stepfather, who I pretty much consider my dad, he was everything to me, ended up unaliving himself. And that is a long, twisted story all in itself. But when he unalived himself, I started having dreams of him coming back to talk to me. But then, like, they would only be here and there, and he would just say things like, "It's gonna be okay, I'm sorry, and I miss you, I didn't mean to leave, blah, 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 blah." And so, like, I would tell my mom about those, and that was something cool that we shared. But of course, when a child goes through, like, grief like that at a young age, they go to counseling, right? And we lived in Utah at the time, and counseling in Utah was very conservative. So when I was a child that went in and said things like, because at that point, like, my stepdad had left me, he was Native American, and I believe, you know what, I don't want to say what else I believe, but he had Native American mementos that he had passed down through his family. I don't know a lot about his genetics. I believe he was Native American. I don't know. But he was from Ketchikan, Alaska. Anyway, Watermelon Fab, Gain detergent, and Gain fabric softener. That's correct. And then we've got 1 can of Comet in here so far. We've got 6 more that are going to go in with 2 cans of Ajax. I'm sorry, I'm telling a long-winded story about how I got into ghosty stuff and spells and stuff. Anyway, after he passed away, I would pay attention to like the sun catchers that he gave me and stuff, and I would sit there and I would ask them questions, and sometimes they would start spinning really rapidly. Thank you for the rose, Jay. And it was just, I didn't think anything of it at the time, honestly. But then it got more specific because a shadow box that he gave me full of butterflies, it would sit there and it would tap off of the wall at random points in time, and it would shake and move back and forth. And so at this point, like, I genuinely started to believe and started to feel like, oh, that's him, he's here, you know? And so when I went to counseling, I told them that that was what I was experiencing, and they assured me that that wasn't the case. That really wasn't a thing. And I was like, okay, you know, and I generally just kind of thought that I was crazy in myself, but I've always had those dreams from him, and they've continued on. But what really set it off was in 2006, 2007. 2007, we moved into a home in Stansbury, Utah. Hi, Simberly! And, we were told it was built on the Donner Party Trail. I don't know that that was enough to cause what was being caused in this home. But when we moved in, there was a bracelet that was like 1800s style, and each link of it was a different color, a different primary color. And then on the end was a child's face, a brass stamped child's face. And we found it the day we moved in. And we put it up on a cabinet because we figured it was like probably the owners or something, and they were going to want it back at the end. And so when we moved into this house, everything was great. Everything was normal. It was fun for a while. There were like moments where there would be like, we would hear something or like whatever. It was a big, big house. It was a 4,000 square foot house. But fucking things started to happen pretty quick. And like, I would see a kid hanging over our stairs, like just leaning over the banister, watching TV with us at night. And I told my mom about it, and she was like, that's not actually happening. You need to stop saying shit like that. And she was married to a man at the time who did not believe in shit like that at all, ever, not one time. And so then, like, I would keep telling her, because there would be times where lights would get turned off, they would get turned on, and I would go and turn them off, and then they would get turned on again. There were times, like, every time I felt like when I was doing the dishes, I would literally have a man standing in the corner of my, like, peripherals, staring at me, hard staring. He was so angry. There were a lot of souls in that house that I felt, and I made it known that it scared the shit out of me, and everybody called me crazy. Everybody called me crazy. And so one day my stepdad had been at work, and I was like gonna put an end to this because I was gonna prove that I was not being crazy. And I had been cleaning, so I was walking back and forth from the bathroom to my bedroom, and the Xbox in my brother's playroom kept turning on. Or, well, it was on, and the boys had just gotten in trouble for leaving it on. So I went and I turned it off, and I said, hey, don't leave it on. And I walked back 3 minutes later, and it was back on, and they had not gone anywhere near it. And so I turned it off, and I walked back, and I'm going back and forth cleaning shit, and I noticed that it's fucking on again. And so I go and I turn it off, and it's like 5 minutes before my stepdad's supposed to get home, and I'm like, you know what? This is going to fucking put an end to this. I'm going to prove it to him that this is happening. And so swear to God, he got home. It never did it ever again. Not even one time. Not even one time. Not ever, not one time. So, oh, we're restricted. That sounds cute. Anyway, so then at this point, my mom is still not believing me. And I ended up staying home from school. And again, this is a massive house. I stayed home from school and my dogs were outside. My mom and I were sitting on the couch and we hear what sounds like a full-sized man slam the front door, run up the stairs into her room, and then we assumed that it was my stepdad because he was a very angry man. So like that was not out of character. And then not within 2 minutes, it sounds like somebody runs down the stairs, out the door, slamming it again. And so we got up and we went to look at the window because we were like, he must be pissed at something. Like, he must be furious. So we got up and we went to look. And we look out the window and there's no one fucking there. It's just us. And we both looked at each other like, what the fuck? So she went and got her pew-pew and we cleared all 4,000 square feet of that house. And there was nothing in there. Absolutely nothing. So then at that point, I'm like grateful because my mom now believes me that there is something happening here. Like there's legit something happening here. And so that was a big sense of relief. And so she tells my stepdad and he doesn't fucking believe her. The oval sponges are so good. So then we're like, okay, whatever, fine. But we had a roommate who was living downstairs. Again, he wasn't home at the time that happened, but we went camping and we left our dogs, or no, that was one of the times that we took our dogs. But we went camping and he was home with his son and they lived in the lower 2,000 square feet of the house. And, he was asleep downstairs. It was like 2 a.m. and he heard people running around upstairs on the living room floor because it was right above his room. And that man ended up packing up and leaving that house. He would not even come back to retrieve his things until we came back home. And that was finally the event that happened that people were like, holy shit, no, there is actually something happening in here. So finally we get ready to... No, exactly. And truly, Monique, that's what these were. Because I am very at home with paranormal stuff, especially now, but still thinking about that house scares the shit out of me because of what was in it. Because what was in it was not people that just accidentally got trapped there because they had a bad time. Like, there was some shit in that house that was malicious. And I know that, and I know that the only reason that, like, I don't have long-term fallout from it is because my guards got very strong during that experience. But so we ended up getting ready to move, right? And we never stayed one place long, but this place we had stayed for fucking long enough, and I was goddamn tired. I wanted out of it. And my mom had just had my youngest brother, who's 14 years younger than me, and it was just a few weeks before we moved, but he was brand new. And I woke up one morning and I said, hey, why was Gavin crying last night? Because he was. And she said, no, he wasn't. And I was like, no, he was. He was crying all night. I could hear him. Like, I was really about to come in your room and figure out what was going on. And she was like, no, he wasn't crying last night. And I was like, Mom, no, he was freaking out. And she was like, no, this is another one of those times where you're just hearing shit. Like, and again, my mom and I have a very different relationship now, but she was in a different place mentally then. But so then my brother woke up, my other brother, and he came downstairs and sat down for the morning for breakfast. And he looked at my mom and he went, Mom, why was Gavin crying last night? And my mom went, what? And I said, I fucking told you so. And she had this look of sheer panic on her face, and that she literally gave us a conversation about how if we hear crying babies in the middle of the night, not to go look for them because it's either something trying to get us or someone trying to get us. And we amplified the pace at which we moved out of that house, and the last day that we were moving out of that house, no shit, we found that fucking bracelet in the same spot as when we were moving out, in the middle of the garage floor. It had no business being there. We hadn't been able to find it in the cabinet for months. It was fucking crazy, you guys. I will never even go back within 500 yards of that house. That place, there was a man that used to stand in the closet and he would just stare at me. That was terrible. It was terrible. But ever since then, I've lived in several places where there have been spirits that I've been able to communicate with and actually get to a place where, like, you have your space, I have my space, we're cool coexisting, and even finding peace with a lot of them. Like, it's been a really fun, nice experience. That experience scared the shit out of me, and it was what made me realize that ghosts are real. Like, there's no walking back from that for me. I fully respect everybody else's opinion, but absolutely. And may everyone be protected from hearing these stories, because there is no way that I give anything permission to travel through my energy to infect anybody else. Let's be very clear. I am very protective about my people. Exactly. Well, my grandma used to have a really aggressive cat, right? And this really aggressive cat, it was around when I was like 2 or 3 years old. And whatever you got to do to feel protected, babe. I'm proud of you. But my grandma used to have a cat when I was like 3 years old, and he was super aggressive to everyone except for her. And I used to have to walk into this room and look at this cat and say, now you stay on your side of the room and I'll stay on my side of the room and we'll be just fine. And honestly, that's how I'll work in most things. The weather here was gorgeous today. Thank you. Apparently not. Apparently some people are not having a great time. I'm sorry, guys. Squeeze my sponges. Oh, thank you. So I don't do spells to repel those spirits, because the biggest thing to ever know is that if anything is trying to affect you paranormally, it's because you are giving it, it's because you're giving it power to do so. So that's why it's so dangerous when we say things like, and this is just an example, this is not to come at anybody, but it's dangerous when you say things like, you know, you're working in sin or the devil is overtaking you or whatever, because when you say things like that, you give things permission to do that. If you say, just like what you guys did in the chat when you were feeling uncomfortable, if you say, I claim no energy from this and it has no effect over me, and you literally do that same energy work with your energy, that is what protects you. Things like The Conjuring happened because irresponsible mediums got involved and then started provoking spirits and letting people think that they were vulnerable. We are more powerful because we exist in the 3D while they exist as only energy. So their energy is only allowed to interact with us as much as we allow it. And it's the same concept for humans. Yes, do not mess with things like Ouija boards. Do not do it. But so what you allow to affect your energy is what's going to affect your energy. Now, there can be spirits that are tied to a place and they can't leave. But most of those people are confused and seeking some kind of guidance and rest. So they'll actually work with you if you talk with them in situations like that. I agree. There is a stained glass coming up, Sim. You're right. I agree. But so for anybody who does have any kind of fear from that kind of thing, and you know, I know I told you a spooky story pretty late at night, I'm sorry. But for anybody who does have fear for that kind of thing, just know that you have the power, and anything that you don't want in your energy, you can absolutely claim that and say it. It will not be in your energy if you do not allow it there. Ooh, that Ajax smells so good, y'all. Truly, I wouldn't be able to tell you in that regard because I don't consider myself a medium. I just consider myself sensitive. Yeah, see, that kind of shit's not cool. If it can call your name, if it's crying like a baby, all that other shit, you need to double down, clear your energy, fill that space with your energy. If you're ever feeling like your space is invaded with something, and you don't want to sage because that's cultural appropriation, or you don't have access to white sage, or you don't have access to Palo Santo that's ethically sourced, then just filling your energy in a space by singing, by shining light, by just having happy moments that are big expressions of your energy, that's what's going to shift things. Okay, we're going to need some more cans for a stained glass, my loves. Oh no, I don't love that. See, that kind of stuff feels invasive. I don't like that. That's when I'm like, okay, thank you, but no. Like, you know, there have been times, there was one time that I did a professional reading for somebody and that got a little bit aggressive from the spirit that was trying to make contact, but it was because he really wanted to make contact, so. Anyway, ever since then, I've gotten more brave because I don't find spirits as intimidating as I did in that house. It's never as scary to me as I did in that house. So, I don't mind talking to individual spirits. When it's multiple, that freaks me out. Would anybody like to send to keep us going? We have this nice, almost stained glass paste. No. So that's one thing that I do, like, guard against, is I don't allow just random communication because that kind of shit can be really overwhelming. Because most mediums, you know, they walk out into the street, like, I don't know how, like, I don't know. I feel like Teresa Caputo is a genuine medium. I'm not 100% sure. I don't feel like Sylvia Brown is, but she's based her whole career off of it. Who am I to say what she is? Tyler Henry, I genuinely feel like he experiences every single day. A lot of what he says resonates with me. So you see people like that who walk out and they can just... Tyler Henry is a great medium. You should check him out. He's got a couple of different TV shows and he does Hollywood medium stuff. But a lot of his concepts on the afterlife make a lot of sense to me from what I know to be true. Anyway, but you see these people that walk around and they call in energies from random people that they're talking to. There's a couple of reasons I don't do that. One, it's overwhelming to me. I already have anxiety when I'm out in public. I don't want to fucking do that. I literally put blinders on. I don't even look at people when I'm out because I don't want to perceive their energy. I know too much then. That's another reason that actually video streaming is more comfortable for me, is because I don't have to look at any of you and I don't have to like take on energy. Oh yeah. I feel like he's real. No. So mine is more of, I don't see, okay, I'll see physical things sometimes if things are trying to be really loud. So essentially, one thing I do all of the time is I imagine a force field around me like a bubble. I'm legit. Like, I have a bubble of light around me all the time. If I'm feeling shitty, if I'm feeling sad, it's time to fix the bubble. Something's fucked up with the bubble. Like, we gotta reinforce it. And then that bubble expands from me depending on where I'm at or what I need to do. That bubble is a place where people aren't allowed to be. That bubble gets harder to maintain when I'm in social spaces. And like, so there was a time that I was dating an EMT, and it was really hard because he constantly just had people trying to come to him, not living people, just constantly had people trying to come to him. And I knew he had too much unresolved shit for us to make anything work because he didn't want to fucking talk about it. Yeah, whatever method you've got to use to send people away. For me, I find power within myself. Some people find power outside of themselves and within their savior, and that is an excellent tool. I will never dog anybody for using it. But for me, no, I generally don't see people attached to people. I will see them out of peripheral sometimes, like they're running at me or like they're walking into my line of sight. But usually when I focus in, they're not there in the 2D. I can tell that they're not 2D. But I will say that it's much like reading a book, like where if you read the text, all of a sudden you get a picture playing in front of your eyes. It's not actually a picture. It's almost exactly like that. Like, not running at me, but like, you know how like when you're walking past somebody and like they're also walking in that same direction and it kind of gives you a startle and you're like, whoa. Like when you catch them out of your peripherals, that's how that's the invasive kind of like, hey, I need to talk to you kind of motion that I get when it's people that are being pushy. And that's usually only in extreme circumstances. But I will say that there was a time period where I was trying to grow my skill as a medium, and I was in a medium group for a few years, and people would post photos to have people read. And so I was ignoring a photo one time, and I went to sleep, or it was the last Facebook post I saw when I went to sleep, and it was a white truck with the back door open, and people were just asking, or this lady was asking to have that photo read, and I just decided I didn't want to read it. I didn't try to, shut it off, close the app, went to sleep. It was the first post I saw the next day, and usually like redundance like that is telling me that it wants my attention, but I decided to ignore it because fuck it, I had other things to do. So then I carried on with my day, and I did jewelry at this point mainly. And so like I was sitting in my bedroom doing jewelry, and I love Pepsi. That's what I drink. And I had 24 packs of Pepsi, and a 24 pack of Pepsi. Well, I heard a loud bang. And so I went into my kitchen, and on the other side of the kitchen was a 24 pack of Pepsi. And I was like, what the hell? And so I went back, and I decided I was opening my phone to go and call my then husband, still legally now husband, but then husband. And when I opened my phone, it was on that fucking Facebook post again. And I had cleared the app every time. This is not just because it got stuck in my feed. And so, anyway, I ended up reading the photo for the lady. It turned out that it was a man that had OD'd, and he had been clean for a lot of years. I forget how many she said, how many it was, because this was 5-6 years ago now. Anyway, he had OD'd, but it was after a time period where he had been clean for a long time. He had a 3-year-old child, and he genuinely did not think he was going to die that night. Like, there was no part of him that thought there was even a chance, because then he wouldn't have done it. And it turned out that they were trying to find clues, as to what happened, because there was foul play suspected. I don't remember exactly what the details were of it. I believe that it was I don't remember. Anyway, long story short, she came to me for a reading. She ended up getting a lot of details that she felt confirmed everything she felt. And so she ended up coming back to me for a couple of more readings, in which I actually helped her and the police gather evidence for his case, to bring a case of negligent homicide against somebody. So that was a really cool thing. But however, that experience shook me the fuck up, and I didn't like that something was able to get through my safeties as far as like my space. So I took a lot of time after that. I took like 2 years off of reading after that to reground and just bring myself back into my energy. I learned a lot more about the place that I was staying and the energies I was working with there, because they were different. And then, you know, stuff happened. But so that was like the biggest reading that I've ever done. Sometimes it does make me like uneasy because I don't necessarily want to be seen that way. I'm a very logical person. I've been told that I'm, you know, crazy, or that people don't believe me before. And that's okay. I don't mind. I know it to be true. But the thing is, I don't necessarily want to fight in a world when I'm going to be seen as something. Yeah. Anyway, so that is a little bit about the psychic side of things, guys. Yes, let's keep it going to a stained glass. I know I've been sitting here yakking, but we're done with it now. I swear to God, we're gonna do the sponges, y'all. Sorry, guys. I know that was a fucking lot. Are we gonna have a stained glass tonight? Thank you for the heart, me, babe. Ho ho! Thank you, sweetheart. Okay. So what we'll do... Well, I say we just put it on. I'm singing! Like, it was just really loud. It was really loud. Because every room in that house was stacked with obsidian, for the record. For the record. And I wear it like it's a shield. Wild behavior. Okay. 1. Who wants to help with the stained glass? Simberly kicked us off with 15 for the stained glass. So we're headed in a great direction. Okay. Mamma mia. How can I resist you? Shannon, we're so glad you're here. We love you. Thank you for being here, babes. Would anybody like to add to the stained glass? Yeah. Yeah, I do. And it bothered me. It really did. Oh. She was still a tad liquidy, but it's okay. It's going to be fine. We're going to roll with it. Yeah. But it's like a muscle, so the more you use it, the better it gets. And honestly, I just need to get back into it. I've just been holding myself back because I feel like I need to do so much to center to call it in, but I really don't, because all of those fucking times that I don't. So the long story short of it is, right now I don't do mediumship readings. I will for some clients. Thank you so much. You're wonderful, babe. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of our senders tonight. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for sticking through me, sticking with me, even though I tell the wildest fucking stories. I'm sure I'm going to be canceled somewhere. That's okay. It's actually not even the first time today. Thank you, Mari. Ah. Hi, Lenita. How are you? Okay, she said, you're gonna go wild. And I said, okay, I guess. Doing so good. You know, we're here for a party on a Saturday night, so it's always a good time. Thanks for being here with us. Yes, Parker tried to put a hit out on me is what Parker did. Parker full on was like, you know what, I'm gonna... That was dirty pool, too. I don't like what you're doing, so stop it. Bro is funny as fuck. Bruh, Tired, you had me in actual tears when you told me what part you entered the chat in earlier in mod chat. It's so funny. Don't talk about it, but it was so funny. You were like, that's a weird spot to be coming in. You're not wrong. You're actually not wrong. That was a weird spot. Oh, bruh. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Like, don't say it, but... No, I swear to God, we're gonna fucking... This is gonna... not fizzle out on me, you bastard. I don't like how cloudy it's trying to be. Bruh, this one's gonna piss me off. Girl, yes, we could use more dish soap. I'm not gonna lie. We could. Hi. You would be our collective hero, to be honest. We've got one more going in, current. Yes, babe, it's right there on the screen, or I've got the one in my bio also, but no matter what, it's not more than Chaos Cleans 8 or 8 Chaos Cleans 8. I do not have Apple Pay. I'm so sorry, babe. Somebody here might have Apple Pay and they might be willing to accept for me. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I not fancy Apple. We are but lowly galaxy girls here. Jessie is fancy. Where is Jessie? Is Jessie here? Okay. Jesse, you're fired. Should we start this one? I think we could start this one and then we could move on to another one if we want to. I don't know though. Y'all tell me. Because we could give her a minute to show up. I know she got a lot going on. Finger it and bet. Ain't gotta tell me twice. I'm just gonna be dreaming it's covered in matcha and chocolate. What? Who said that? You know what? She's different. I like her. And the same voice as the chick from Up. 11K taps, y'all. Thank you so much. I've been sitting here yakking your ear off. There is absolutely Judge Judy playing in the background. Yes, 100% there is. I was sitting there watching Judge Judy, and it's the reason I almost didn't get on. I like to just hear her yell at people sometimes. You can't repost it? It's okay. Ooh, I'm so glad. Save that energy. No, I love her too. No, for real. There was one earlier I was watching. It was an old one, and it was B. Arthur with PETA against a man who had lions. And it was very interesting. It's one of her... I'm watching Pluto right now, so it's the free old ones. It is totes rainbow pancake batter. Oh, seriously? That's wild. Morgan's got the wildest story times, bro. She messaged me with the wildest. Morgan is the greatest addition to the mod team in a while. Squeezy is too. All of our mods are the most amazing, for the record. You should tell the other story to mod chat. Hello, lovely. How are you? So I don't have a video that explains it. I can make one, but basically with a birth chart reading, it's just your signs and their corresponding houses. I don't go into degrees or anything like that. If you want me to go into degrees and transits and everything like that, it's going to be more expensive. So it's very much a superficial chart reading. Chewing lovely. Girl, today's was wild. Today's was a ride. Would anybody like to send to add? We don't have to start another stained glass immediately. We could do laundry detergent. Girl, I live for it. I live for it. Girl, I couldn't spoil it in here even if I wanted to. We'd get banned. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good boundary to have. $12K taps, y'all. Thank you so much. I'm gonna leave the line open for another 4 minutes. If y'all don't want to see any more squeezes tonight, that's totally fine. Okay, so we had a Gain fabric softener, a Gain detergent, a watermelon fab. We had 7 cans of Comet that went in, question mark? And then 2 cans of Ajax. And then we had a stained glass. And then we had this. Bro, my notifications can't even be on. Just one. I know, but I still have a ton of cans and dish soap. We could still do another one. Easy, easy. Because I've still got, hold on. I've still got 50 Comet cans and 19 Ajax. So I guess it was 7 Comet that went in because we had 57. Or I guess it was 5 Comet that went in. Oh, V, I'm so sorry, babe. Yes, well, it's just the first one of the night. If we do another one, I don't know, though, because the combo line's only open for another 2 minutes, y'all. Keep us here. Sniffle, sniffle. Or don't. Oh, it's fine, but... How is everybody tonight? Ms. V, how are you? Yes. Catch the stained glass on the YT tomorrow, y'all. Oh, 2 a.m. for you? Oh my gosh, what are you doing here, girl? What? Yes, or send to keep her on. Yes, correct. That would be amazing. Because I would like to stay here with y'all. But y'all know I don't want to make you stay here with me. Hold on, wait. Oh, I did a one-handed squeeze with this epoxy. That's cool. That's interesting. Ooh, hey, Serenity. Enjoy your McDonald's. Yes. Fuck yeah, garden first. Garden, then food, then sleep. That is the way. 1 minute left open on that combo line, y'all. Please keep me here. We've got so many cans. Folded like a taco. Okay. It was this. Please. Oh, haha. We have a hero. Literally anything. Perfect. Beautiful. Bet-ta. Okay. So, what we're gonna do I feel like I'm going to pull a few cups out of here so that it's not vertical, so that it's not super working back from paste. Unless somebody wants to keep this in here and we get a thick paste. I don't know. Nah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to just leave it. We're going to fill it up with cans. We'll leave some money from what Avery sent, because Avery sent 25. So that will be more than enough cans to get us where we need to go. I'm just worried that there's not going to be dish soap after. So y'all work on the dish soap for me. Okay? Making eye contact with you. Not really. I don't make eye contact with anybody. I hate it. Okay. I'm gonna work smarter, not harder on this. And we're just gonna put these over her. Two. So now we have 40 cans left. Facts. Creepy girl that makes way too much eye contact. It's okay. It's okay. You're all right. It will never be me. I'm constantly the person that people talk to and you look over the back of your shoulder because I'm not making eye contact with you. I'm staring directly into the distance. And so, you check over your shoulder to see if people are there. They never are. It's just me. With my weird things, but okay. I need to get like a Comet caddy, like a craft tray, or like what are the drink carts that rolled? I need one of those, but solely for Comet, so that it transports it from my tower to the sink. And I do have still a lot more crazy little laundry guys, if anybody wants that. Thank you for the heart me, babe. Cha-cha-cha. For real. Did you really crazy paste, lady? That's so cutesy. That's so demure. The other thing I need is one of those big old fucking feather bathrobes that are like sheer, but then they have the feather cuffs and the feather trimming. That feels like my energy, except I want it in black, obviously. Sparkles, acceptable, but I want it in black. Yes. It's about to be the new mod uniform. Okay. Let's get some powder bombs, y'all. You ready? I love that. You need some clicky heels. And yeah, that would be perfect. Old people noises. Okay, hold on. I didn't garden. Breath of inspiration and success. You're correct. That's what I'm saying. Like, first of all, if you're squeezing, why are you not? Why are you not? I guess I have a little more leeway because I'm on at night, so it's not that big of a deal. But like, if we're gonna squeeze, are you fucking kidding me? No, let's get blitzed about it. They gave me a fucking OG can. God damn it. They did it again. Fucking no, that's when I saw people hating on people smoking today, I was like, wait, what's wrong with that? Why do we hate that? And then I remembered, like, most people don't. So, like, I guess I'm saying, first of all, if you're watching this back and you've never gotten while you fucking squeeze sponges, you're doing it wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody's got their craft. That's okay. You're a grown-up, tired. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. It's actually not a joke. Legit, I love you. You're such a great person. What? Does that happen? Wait. Age is gonna steal my weed? Legit. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Oh, Lord. You know, it tried to do that to me one time. It tried to do that to me postpartum with the twins. And I did. I quit for a good while. But I don't drink. I do not do anything else. I don't do anything else. And I just got to a point where, like, the stress kept mounting and mounting and mounting, and I literally still had a cartridge. And so what I'd do is I'd wait until Space would get on. And his live was always so chill that I would go take a bath after my kids were asleep, and I'd watch Space's live in the bathtub while getting blazed, and my anxiety actually started subsiding after a while. No, I'm proud of you. That's a great way to live. Honestly, that's what I'd do too if I could right now. Like, not if I could. I could, but fuck it. Actually, that's not true. It helps my heart. I would be on it even if it wasn't for, like, because I don't really get stoned. No. Don't push it. Women are so strong. Welcome back. How did your check-in go? I guess it would be less funny. I was just about to say, what would you do if I came and checked in and just started squeezing in your hotel? And then I realized that, like, we're in the same state. So actually, that's not as big of a threat. It would have been a bigger threat if I was like, fuck, I didn't change my shirt before I did this. God damn it. Fuck. Ah. Let's just go do a series where it's just squeezing in all of the bathrooms so that it's pre-cleaned for the housekeepers. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Oh, the bastards. It is about that time, isn't it? Fair. No, I know, honestly. And they always are like, did you see what I did there? And no, babe, I didn't. My eyes were looking at other things, because you're using your brain to play the game. Like, if I wanted to watch a movie, I'd watch a movie. You're making me dizzy. Okay, but no, for real, the most agitating thing, so my second ex was a gamer, and the most agitating thing to me was when I would actually get invested into a game of his, and then he'd get offended and be like, you're doing it wrong. Because, like, we built an entire world on Ark, and he said I crashed it. Because I put too many dinosaurs in it. I had too many dinosaurs in the dinosaur-only game. Crashed it. These bastards put more than one fucking OG in here, too. Jesus. Okay. I guess we have OG tonight. I didn't really mean that they were bastards. I just am profane. Hey, Squeezing Vibe. Congratulations. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy for you. How did everything go? No, facts. I don't love people that take video games too seriously. That pisses me the fuck off. That pisses me off. But I have been known to get a little too serious myself, so, like, it's fine. I don't scream at the screen, though. I'm definitely not that person. Oh, I'm so happy for you. But the thing that would always frustrate me is when you're like painting or doing like a productive hobby and they're like, but stop and watch me play video games. Like, bro. Oh, Fortnite, I make such a fucking game out of it. First of all, nothing is serious. Space and I used to fucking, it cracked me up. We used to fucking run all over Fortnite, and we would just steal people's cars that they bought. We'd see a car and we'd be like, taking it, and he'd be like, yep. And like, sometimes he would just drive up to it and I would just hop out. We wouldn't even say shit. Like, it was just something that happened. Or like, he'd spot a car in the distance, but I'd come back with it. Like, it was just so automatic. Like, we did not even think about it. It was so great. And there were a lot of times that we made it to like the final 5. So it didn't make any fucking sense because we were just bullshitting the entire time. But we were also pretty lethal there for a while. That was such a fun time. Yes, congratulations. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. I'm saying, don't ever take shit too serious. What you can't ever do is take it serious. Ooh, I haven't heard of that. What is it? I really love Sims and like Planet Zoo, Red Dead Redemption 2, Super Mario for sure. I used to play the PC Oregon Trail. Girl, I'll play you in chess any day. No, Sims for real. So good. I follow Sims creators. Ew. Pixarella is my favorite Sims creator. She just released a book this year, but I've been watching her since like 2021, I want to say. Yes, Arthur. Oh my god. Arthur fucking no, honestly, that game was so well done. And I'm a history. I love history. Fuck yeah, Texas Hold'em. Okay, first of all, it's gonna be strip poker. But you know I will take your ass. Girl, you are my soulmate. What are we doing? I'm tired. We have to be family. We have to be. That has to. I got you. I warn you though, I am so good at Texas Hold'em. My grandmother was one of my favorite people in the whole world. She was probably one of my superheroes. And she taught me how to play Texas Hold'em with my grandfather, it's his birthday today. She passed in 2021. But they taught me how to play poker, and we would stay up watching the PBR and the World Poker Tour. No. was Omaha. We just did Hold'em. It is Pisces season. Yes, my grandfather's a Pisces. My grandmother was a Cancer. My mom is a Cancer. And I'm a Scorpio. And my dad was a Gemini. So you can imagine what kind of crazy dynamics I got going on. Okay, so I'm going to grab a Comet can and an Ajax can. But then that's all the last we have going in here, y'all. So if we want to stained glass, we need more powder. And then we're going to need dish soap. So y'all, what do we want to do? Because that's going to be all of Miss Avery, what she sent for so far. And then as a can count update, hold on. Because can I count? We have 6 is 18 Ajax and 2 30 Comet, or 29 Comet left. Interesting. Yes, y'all, I would love to be here to do another stained glass for you guys tonight. I feel like we didn't get to show out as big as we could on that first one. Come on, guys. But you know, it's all up to y'all. You left me with a thick paste last night. You could do it again. I am so angry that I didn't switch my fucking shirt. That's totally fair. I mean, it's like in this economy, how can you not be? You show me one time, I swear to God, I'll pick it up, but I am the worst at taking written instruction. Cheers. Aha, I knew there was another sponge in here. She used to work in card rooms, my God. You being somebody's card girl is such a dangerous... You must have made hella tips. Jesus. Girl. Really? Probably would have been 5 minutes. Girl, I got a ton of Klondike bars. Come get them. Literally, my family decided that they don't like them. Tell me how that works. Okay, y'all. This might be thick enough to do a stained glass. It might be. I mean, it's definitely thicker than it was earlier. Okay, we're going to use that one. Hold on. Do not accept any offers from Fair. Fair. If people in the business warn you off of something, then it's smart. That was a smart choice. Oh no, Minnie! That's so rude. Okay, y'all, what are we doing? We keeping going or are we done? Oh, I'm so glad about that. Seriously, because some of that shit can be sketchy as fuck. I'm glad you had people looking out for you. Snack teas. I mean... Would anybody like to send to add? I'm going to leave the combo line open for, I guess, 8 minutes. So at the 55, we're going to close it down. Ooh, yes, Cinnamon Toast Crunch to save the day. I could see how that could help. I know, Avery, I'm going to be so sad if we don't get you a stained glass out of this. Y'all, please. Avery helped out the chat so much by thickening it up. Or we could do a liquid one, because, I mean, I've got most of the stuff for a liquid one. These days, pretty much, Izzy. I mean, we've already done one this go-round. That's kind of why Chaos comes online at this point. It's also kind of like no man's land, like where laws don't matter as long as you're the correct tone. Exactly. That's when we get our variety. It's kind of the drive behind getting the first combo. Bro, honestly, I was sitting there watching it today, and I realized, because I used to sit there and think that I missed dish soap in lives because it's so pretty. And now we have, like, found a way to have, like, mass amounts of dish soap to the point that it's such an optical illusion every time. I just love doing it. I love fucking doing it. I'll do it every single night until everybody says no more. And then I'll come back the next night and I'll ask if y'all want to do it again. And y'all might say no, you might say yes. And there have been nights where we haven't done one. I think there's been one night where we didn't do one. And it actually made me sad a little bit. But it was okay. But I love that there's so many creators that have gotten into the stained glass. I love seeing everybody's take on it. It is so cool to see something that my chat did and my chat came up with not change the face of Clean Talk, but like influence Clean Talk in such a way to the point that now I get to watch other creators do that same thing. Like, it's so fucking cool. That's so fucking cool. And you guys need to know how cool it is to be a part of that too, because, like, you know, if you've ever sent for a stained glass, you're part of it. You're it. So thank you to everybody who's been here. Thank you to everybody who shares the lives. Thank you to everybody who follows, who sends gifts, who does all of this shit. Because even if you're not sending directly for contribution to the sink, you being here is something. Yeah, baby, that started here. So I actually started a playlist on my page. And I know, and I love your dish soap art so much. Y'all need to go check out Tired's page if you haven't seen it yet, because it's so good. She does beautiful work. But yeah, there's a playlist on my page, and it tracks back all the way through the 37 stained glass that are posted up until today. I haven't posted all of them yet, but they will be. But they started here. It was an accident. My sink sold out of powder and liquid, and we didn't have anything left to go in the sink, but my chat didn't want me to leave. And so we decided to throw dish soap on top of thick paste, and I had 2 colors of dish soap. And so we mixed it up a little bit, and it was so cool. It was so cool. And so the next night we added more dish soap to it. We've been fine-tuning it ever since. This happened back in August. And ELS was the first one to do a spin-off of it, and then I started seeing Tired, Lil Squeeze Lily, Bossy Bubbles, Sammy Pace did hers, it was amazing. V did hers, it was amazing. There's so many, and there's so many cool creators that have done it. So if I'm not shouting you out, I'm so sorry, because there's just too many for me to name at this point. But it's so cool to see something that my chat, from their passion of just wanting to hang out, like we truly just wanted to hang out, and we created a fucking accident that has now become a big wave. And that's so fun. Like, our enjoyment of each other's company made something like that. Like, it's like, you know, Jesus, y'all get me all sorts of, like, happy thinking about that shit. It's just so cool to see everybody do it in their own right. I love it. Girl, I love your dish soap art. I love your dish soap art. It's okay. It's even more special because you do it for the pure love of the game. Tired doesn't accept any kind of, like, contributions or anything, so, like, it's really cool that she's just out here always helping the other creators that are going live and doing stuff, so the most shout out to Tired. Y'all, we got 2 minutes left open on the combo line. If you want to keep me here talking my ass off, then we would need to send. However, yes, we love Tired. Thank you so much for 19K taps. I appreciate you guys so much hanging out and just vibing. I know, me too. Please. I don't like begging. That's the thing. And so I don't ever want to be a creator that comes on here and begs to y'all. That's why I put the time limits, is because I can take a hint. I can read a room. Thank you guys so much for 20K. And if we're done for the night, we're done for the night. I think it'd probably be good to put the mods to bed a little bit early. Wait until the hour? Okay. We'll give it till midnight. 2 a.m.? Oh, girl, you need to go to sleep. Put your fine ass in bed. We got 5 minutes left open on the combo line, y'all. I'm gonna sit here and just shit talk with you guys a little bit. It's been so fun. Oh, Mary. Oh, my goodness. Mary's been sending quite a bit tonight, y'all. I don't want her to have to send if nobody's gonna match her, because she has been putting in a lot of effort for this thing. 12 hours. Lord. Lord. That bankroll finna be nice, though. Later today, I guess. God, that's always so sad, but I totally get it. I stayed up until 1 yesterday, I think. This morning, whatever. I was up at 7. 4 minutes left to open on the combo line, you guys. Should I tell a ridiculous story? Was it Crazy Town? What happened? You tell a ridiculous story. Mary just asked for somebody to match her, so I don't know what the plan is on that one. But I would love to. And if we get something in the works like that, then I won't. Tra-la-la-la-la. Ooh. I'd put a show on. Y'all know. What the hell? I almost lost a ring earlier today, and now it's gone. Oh, nope, it's right here. Okay. Look, you guys, this was one of the rings I was wearing today. It's rutilated quartz, so it helps with anxieties, phobias, things like that. But it's like tourmalated quartz, except it's got, I believe they're copper inclusions. I would have to look. Don't fact check me on that, because I might be wrong. But I just think she's so freaking pretty. Got you, babe. Perfect. Well, she said 15. Beautiful, babe. Thank you so much. Hey, Asteria, how are you? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's see. I just don't want what we had happen earlier, but at the same time, it's gonna be pretty. I don't know. Should we do a liquid stained glass? We haven't tried one of those in a long time because the last one was kind of botched with the colors we had. I have better colors tonight. Should we try a liquid stained glass, or do we want to try the OG stained glass?
And now, the next case.
Y'all tell me. A terrier with a missing toe. 30. Thank you so much. Well, you know, we might be able to, if we have 30 in, honestly. I pull some out of here. I put 4 cans in. And then we use the rest for dish soap. We should be good. We'll be Gucci. We'll be Gucci. Don't worry about it. We're going to get an actual stained glass. We didn't make it this far just to make it this far. But if anybody has a heart me they can spare, I'm 1 away from a goal up here. I would... Hot mace? Can I have some hot mace? Just 1. Can I have 1 hot mace, sir? Thank you! You're amazing. Oh my god, you guys are so great. That was even a new person to the club. Oh my god, thank you. Y'all, I know it seems so stupid and menial, but that really... Ooh, yes, and we're gonna be here after midnight, so the heart me's gonna reset. Fuck yeah, man. That's such an efficient way. God, that's really, really helpful for my time slot. I'm not gonna lie, thinking about it. Anyway. Thank you for the heart me's! So the more heart me's you send, the more popular it makes the chat. The more popular it makes the chat, the higher I move up in the ratings of TikTok creators. Now, this doesn't really do anything because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I make like a penny every time we go live. I do not get compensated for the live. So what I get from the chat is what I get. But, which I'm so grateful. Thank you guys so much. But boosting the live and moving us up in rank then propels us to the FYP more, which then brings in more people to send so that we have more events like this. And I love that. Oh no. Has it been past midnight for you? Because if you entered the chat before it was past midnight, so the past midnight thing is only going to work for Pacific Standard Time people. Because if you were in here and it's 2 a.m. for you, yours didn't reset at 2:01 a.m. Does that make sense? Thank you guys so much. Oh, appreciate you. And thank you so much to everybody who sent tonight, and specifically Mary and Math Nerd. I appreciate y'all so much for keeping the stained glass going. And for Miss Avery, who started us back here in the first place. She's the one who got us so far. Thank you so much for the bunny. Oh my god, it was so cute. I didn't see what it was officially called, but I know it was a rabbit. Thank you for 20.9k taps, y'all. Blossom Bunny. OMG, that's adorable. Thank you. And we get a hand mix tonight, and I'm so glad for that, because honestly, my hands need to hand mix. My muscles and my hands are kind of like flonky right now, so we need to get them moving. Move your damn selves. Yeah. If you subscribe, you get a free product every month. A free $3 product. Up to $3 product. One 3-product combo, I would say Pine Panalin, Lemon Pine Glow, and Lemon Comet. That would do me just fine. Yes, the fun stickers. Yes. You're right. I was underselling. How are you, my love? How is back home? Here we go. She gonna look it up right now. Right now. What's that? Do pin-ups? My goldfish brain is goldfish braining so hard right now. That one's one that hasn't complicated things. So that's 10. And then to do 4 more would technically be 12, but why are we counting anyway? Could I make it cool enough in 4? That's a great question. Or I just do 7. I think that's what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit. Oh no, you're good. 'Twas an oops. You're fine. Hold on. My fucking. Oh. I left my Bluetooth on this whole time. My backup phone's about to die. Okay. Now. 4. What? 5. Okay, we're gonna do. All these. Okay, I've got a vision. I've got a vision. Stick with me, kids. It's gonna be a wild ride. Anemic Squeezer, how are you, my dear? Thank you for pinning. Okay. Y'all, we've got 142 of us in the chat tonight. If you are a clean talker, please drop your sponges in the chat so that people can go give you a follow. Y'all, we've got some amazing folks in here tonight. No, this one's not an option this time. I fret. You're simply going to have to come off. Okay, you know what? We're gonna get ahead of this. Because apparently this was thinner than I anticipated, so I'm pivoting mid-plan. Adding another dish soap because this is not accepting the dish soap as I would like it to, and I'm not going to allow it to swallow all of the dish soap that was just sent for, so it can swallow the one that I'm adding for free, and then we will add on top of that. Okay. Shiesty bastard. Don't you dare. I know I was hating it, but now it's Now it might be okay. We might be able to save it. But for the love of God, twist off! My God. If my mother's scrolling past this right now, she's gonna mock me. Okay, well, that one's not coming off. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm seeing the path forward, y'all. Oh, this is gonna be cool. Chaos noises. I wish you could see the shit-eating grin on my face, because what? Y'all saw the evolution of that, right? That was not supposed to look pretty. This is not supposed to look pretty right now, right? Like, y'all saw that? We know. Okay. Yep. I'm going to. 'Cause what? Hold on. I need it to tie into that a little better. There we go. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Maldives, 100%. You're not wrong. A weather map. Oh, so funny. Thank you. You're amazing. You're amazing. All right, everybody. Are we ready to rumble? This is so fucking good. Oh my God. Go for it. Squeefies. You guys are killing me. Thank you so much for the donut. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was looking at the... I get mesmerized, y'all. Oh, this is so beautiful. Thank you, everybody, so much. Oh, thank you so much for the friendship necklace. All right, y'all. What are we feeling? We done for the night? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I loved it so much, Math Nerd. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad you loved it. Yes, all of our senders are so appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I have Ajax cans for $3 a piece. Cash App's on the screen. PayPal's in the bio. If you send PayPal, please do so friends and family only, otherwise it'll withhold the transaction. Hey, how are you, Clean Chica? Do you guys want to hear a funny story? I have a really bad history of dating people with lisps. And it was in high school, and I dated a kid who had a lisp. And not that there's anything wrong with having a lisp. There's not. The reason that this was funny in any way, shape, or form was because, and it was more just agitating, it wasn't even funny, but he gave me the worst pet name in the world. Mind you, he was white, okay? And he, for some reason, decided that my girlfriend nickname would be Chica, okay? Except his lisp was on the CH. So it was, hey Chica, every single fucking day. For no fucking reason. Like, why can you not just call me babe? It's not, that's not your culture. What the fuck? He was also super rude to waitresses. That's where it ended for me. Anyway, so every time I see Chica, I hear it in that voice. And it still triggers me to this day. I've been Pavloved. It really bothers me. Chica Squeeze actually has helped me a lot in that because I see her name all the time. Chaos lore. They're too many. Too many. No. I was gonna just follow that up with, it's better now because in Clean Talk there's Chica Squeeze, and now you're the second one I've seen with Chica in the name. So that's cool because seeing you around is going to help not associate with just that memory. I swear to God, that's the only time I've, like, heard it recurringly, though. And so my brain, I don't know. I could totally add more powder. I've got 30 cans of Comet for $2 a piece. I have 19 cans of Ajax for $3 a piece. I have 4 bags of Ariel for $3 a piece. Any of those you can send to my Cash App on the screen or my PayPal in the bio. If you do so, please do so, friends and family only. Otherwise, it'll withhold the transaction. However, I'm going to be wrapping up here in about 4 minutes. So, y'all got me to tell a ridiculous amount of stories tonight. So there's that. If we were still, Ajax is 3. Yeah. No, I got you. I got where you were. I just listed all the powders for, because I'm OCD, actually, I think. A little bit. Maybe. I don't know. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, 3 minutes left open on the combo line, y'all. Because I'm actually tired. That's tired. No, tired probably went to bed. I save it and I use it to clean. Ah, nope, she's there. I realized it was after midnight and I was like, wait. You're supposed to be sleeping. Well, it's Saturday. All right, y'all. No matter where you are in the world tonight, today, tomorrow, whenever this finds you. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm gonna be saving it just off live because y'all are wild about watching me save. Whenever this finds you, wherever this finds you, I hope that it brings you nothing but good and that you know that you're always part of the Chaos Air fam. We love you all. Everybody who watches on any platform, whenever. As long as it's not for nefarious reasons. But, like, mostly everybody. Yeah. Love you all. Thank you so much, mods. Thank you to everybody who sent. Mari, thank you so much. Math Nerd, Avery, everybody who started the first stained glass, thank you. And thank you to the mods for all the hard work you put in and all the shenanigans you put up with in mod chat. Love you all.